What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Father's Day, which means I'm a couple days late on content, but we've been traveling. My wife and I went on a little vacation, which was nice. I've been busy with work, and so it's Father's Day, and I'm spending some time outside. And what we're actually doing today is we're going to wash this truck. I used to wash it quite a bit when I worked from home. I'd take lunch breaks and get her clean, but I'm in the office full time now, which means I wash it maybe 3 times a year, is what it seems like. Unless it's winter, I'm washing it weekly. But what we're going to do is we're going to look at Salty Captain. They actually sent me a full DIY truck detailer kit, so it's got everything you need. I looked at their stuff for a while, and I'll be honest, never pulled the trigger on it. But always been really intrigued with it. I followed them on Instagram forever now. And there's some cool things about it, like it's salt neutralizing and it's supposed to prevent rust and all this kind of cool stuff with it. They also have some cool stuff they sent me this time. Look, I'll be the first to say I've got a pressure washer, I've got 2 foam cannons, I've got all the detailing stuff in the world, to be frank with you. But they've had this thing called their musket that actually, as much as I like my pressure washer, I like pressure washers. I don't love mine. Um, they are cumbersome, swapping out the foam cannon all the time. And so they had this hooks to a garden hose, has a quick release on it, which is kind of cool, um, where you can have it shut off, have it rinse, and have it run some foam all through your garden hose. Low cost, saves some room. And it has a little canister that you can put all your stuff in it. So I'm excited to try this out. So I'm not swapping, a pressure washer tip on and foam cannon off. So this is kind of interesting. This is one thing I've been watching on theirs that has always intrigued me by them. Want to see how that works. Obviously, you get 2 buckets, so you can dual wash system this with the screens that go in the bottom of it. Coarse bristle brush, soft bristle brush. They're both logoed Salty Captain. Honestly, these seem like kind of the run-of-the-mill ones. Nothing against them, but that's just what they are. And I think they'll be good, for scrubbing tires and doing all that kind of stuff and getting some hard-to-reach cavities. Your wash mitt, pretty standard wash mitt here. I think it'll work well. So got a nice wash mitt. You got your towel for it. So happy with that. Lids for your buckets. 5-pack of microfibers. I haven't opened these yet. And look, guys, I haven't used any of this stuff yet. So we're going to figure it out as we go. Kind of how it all works. If we love it, if we don't. I'm hoping I do because I'm excited about it. So 5 microfibers here. That is, first thing's the 4-wheel drive. We'll talk about 4-wheel drive and RV soap. Anti-rust corrosion inhibiting formula, pH 12, breaks down dirt and grime. It's safe to use on ceramic coated surfaces. So, like I mentioned with their musket, you fill this, you can put this straight in here. It'll mix with the water throughout. You'll soak it down, the whole 9 yards, and then scrub everything down. I do like this. I want to know if I have to, I'm going to be interested to see if I have to refill this multiple times or if it'll dilute out just fine and I'll have plenty to wash the whole truck. Obviously, it's a crew cab and it's a short bed, the best spec there is. Long beds are parts trucks. Remember that. We've got, let's see what else we have. We have an interior cleaner. That'll be nice. Tire shine. I never use tire shine. And the reason I never use tire shine is I just don't get around to it. I got 2 kids chasing me around. I think it looks great. I just never make it to actually use it. So we'll use the applicator, and we're actually going to use it this time because truly it makes your tires in your truck look awesome. It's just the last thing I ever get to, and I always run out of time. So excited to knock that out today. What else do we got? Grease Attack, multi-purpose degreaser. That'll be good to get those tires nice and clean to begin with. And then I've got a glass cleaner as well. I've had issues with my windshield actually, like has a glaze on it almost. I brought brand new wipers. They're good wipers, and I still can't get the darn things to shed water the way they should. So we're going to make sure we really get that windshield nice and clean. And that is, oh, did I talk about, no, I didn't talk about this. And then there's a drip dry formula. So it's a post-wash hydro coat. I'm really curious about this. You'll throw this directly into your musket as well after you're done washing. and you can spray it on. Yeah, you'll spray it on and then, you know, rinse it off. I'm curious to see how this works. This makes me think it's somewhat like one of those actual spray on, like water beading, you know, things that, hey, spray it on when it's wet and then it'll bead water and it'll make it drying easier. The fact that I can throw it through the musket is kind of cool. So let me get some buckets filled up. We'll hook this up to the pressure washer, or the pressure washer. We'll hook this up to the garden hose, and then we're gonna get to cleaning. All right, so we've got the musket on with the quick release. See, like I said, you can pop it right off. I was showing you how a quick release, and it did. And then it's got, if you can see here on the side, it's got the off, it's got the straight spray. There it is with the rinse. And then the next one up would be to mix it with your solution that's in here. So I'm going to fill this canister up entirely with the four-wheel drive and RV wash. So that's a little runnier than I think a lot of soaps are, but I'm going to be curious how it works. I have some soaps that are like, you know, thick, like, I don't know, I'd say Dawn dish soap. There we go. She is filled up. All right, buckets are full. Let's rinse this down to begin with. So what I do notice is when you first swap over from off to on, you do get a little soap mix in there. Not a lot, but a little bit. I think it's just how that valve works, as it pulls a little bit of soap. But just for a pre-soak, I always pre-soak everything. You guys probably tell me I don't need to, but I do. And then let's see what kind of foam it throws. So just moved it straight up to the next one. And honestly, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Is it like this super heavy, thick foam? No. It's not shaving cream, but I think you'd be crazy to expect that out of this. But for a garden hose and without a pressure washer, I think that's a really, really darn good mix there. And it doesn't it's not sucking all that down, so that's pretty nice how that, I think it'll last at least the whole wash. All right. So what I do like about this stuff, like I mentioned, it's salt neutralizing, rust preventative. Being here in the Midwest, that's a huge plus to me because I do drive this thing every day. You guys know these old Fords rust out like crazy. So having that is a big benefit to me. I have a kit for washing the frame out. And now this is a C-channel frame, so it's like you're not gonna get a ton of stuff caught in it, but I still use it because better safe than sorry. So that's a huge plus to me. I do like that a lot. And let's spray it down. And then I'm gonna go in at the very end, after I wash the whole truck, empty out that vial, or the canister, whatever you want to call it, and then use that drip dry across the whole thing as like a post rinse. See what happens there. All right. So I do really like that I can just switch over and not have to pull the nozzle off. That is nice to me. I also like that I don't have to run the pressure washer. Both of those are pros to me, definitely. Again, you're not going to get shaving cream foam here. You're just not. There's no way. I think you're crazy to expect it. But if you do, but this is, I mean, it cleaned the truck really darn well. My God. Let's work on this front tire here. So I'm just using their grease attack on this. These tires, I don't think have ever truly been degreased or, you know, scrubbed. So I'm looking forward to seeing what I can get there. You can see all sorts of crap coming off already. My God, yeah. rinse those bad boys down. I can't say enough good things about these Penda cleavers either. They're phenomenal tires. Yeah, look at all that coming off there. Holy cow. Wow, that really cleaned them up. All right, I'm gonna get the rest of the truck washed up, and then once we do glass, and then we'll actually, I guess, do the drip dry. Once we do the drip dry, I'll bring you back, and then we'll see how this thing cleaned up overall. All right, so here's something really interesting. I did not dry this truck. This was the other side. It's hot out. I mean, there are some watermarks, but I mean, this thing is really, really freaking clean for not drying it. Again, there's some marks on here, but that's just the wash and then just a plain rinse. So I'm really curious what this is going to look like once I use their drip dry. And the tires look great. Just got to do some tire shine on there. So hold on, let's do drip dry now. All right, so directions for drip dry. 90 mils in here, so fill it up. And then, yeah, just fill it up with that. Put it on there. Rinse the whole truck down just as normal. And then actually rinse it off. So you do this, right? Yeah, 90 milliliters into the foam nozzle. Apply the foam to the vehicle one section at a time. Rinse thoroughly. One side of car or quarter sections if vehicle is larger. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw it in here, spray this side down with drip dry, then rinse it, and then we'll come back and dry it really quick. This truck already is fairly clean. You know, obviously it's been washed, but it didn't leave a lot of water spots. It looks pretty good. So let's do it. So it's gonna foam out just like the wash did. It's a little different foam, but not totally. It's a little more milky than anything. We're gonna run it this whole side. Shift it back, and we're just gonna rinse it off. All right, well, let's see how it works. But that beads and sheds really nice just for a spray on, guys. This isn't like obviously a ceramic coating or anything. So I am fairly impressed with that. I'm gonna get the rest of the truck done pretty quick here and then start drying. All right, so I'm really impressed with that drip dry throwing on here, how it ends up beading the water. I'm gonna go grab the towel and start drying. I've got this half done, or this side done. This is a large truck. I didn't think this towel would hold water like it does, and I mean, it's drying it really well, really well. All right, the whole truck is dry. It got everything, I'd say, almost perfect until like the very last side of the driver's side bed, with like maybe a foot or so to spare. It started to streak some. I mean, there's a little bit of dry spot there I guess I could have used. But overall, very happy with the towel. Really happy with everything. My daughter's going back through and drying some with her little orange microfiber. So what we're going to do now, we'll get windows in a second. I'm going to just touch up some other stuff like the exhaust tip and that, and then we'll get tires. Actually, the APC did, or the degrease or whatever it's called, I'll call it APC, did great. Microfiber towels are awesome, and they aren't the kind that that stick to your finger like that. So I have terribly rough fingers, and this isn't like that gut-wrenching fabric. So really happy with these, and I mean, they're size of my torso, my upper body. So, I'm like 8'4", solid as a rock muscle. So, I mean, they're huge. No, I'm 6 foot. So, good size here. Well, let's use some glass cleaner and get the windows. So it's kind of hard to see, but these are really badly water spotted. These back windows are like mirror finish tint from the factory, which is a pain to match. But let's see how it does clean it up. It does a really good job of cleaning it up. I don't think there's any left on there, so that's nice. I am happy with this glass cleaner. So there's also on here, which is really interesting, if you push that screen on, it'll foam. But if you pull it off, it'll just spray like normal. Kind of cool. Onto the inner clean or interior cleaner, the superior interior cleaner. I've got 2 kids. You've seen one of them helping me. These seats are sticky from car seats and gross. So I'm going to soak them down and see what happens here. So this also foams, which looks kind of cool. So we'll see as I spray all that on. These are on my seat covers. So let's soak it. This stuff, holy cow, it takes everything right up, guys. This is great. So easy, even a 3-year-old can do it. She can do anything though, guys, trust me. Man, this stuff's really nice. So now it's time to do the tires. All you gotta do is spray it on, applicator it across. Man, it has great coverage. I'm just gonna take the applicator and just, I think it's gonna leave a nice dark black, like matte shine, which would be awesome. And that's super, super bright. Holy cow, yeah. Nice. And then come back and look at this one. This one's all, I mean, it's clean. It's really clean, but it's not that deep shine that one has. That's nice. I do like it. And I like that it's not super glossy, because that's always been my frustration. Well, guys, that's a wrap. We used absolutely everything from the kit. Started off, obviously, with the 4-wheel drive and RV wash. I was super impressed with this stuff. It's thinner. It doesn't create, like, again, because it's going through the musket, you know, it doesn't create a, what I'd call shaving cream foam, but it creates a very good, you know, foam for washing. What I was really impressed with is, I had my daughter out here, and the whole passenger side of the truck completely dried in the sun. And there were like no water spots. I don't know what it is about it, but that was really impressive to me. I didn't expect that. So that was pretty cool. Then we went back over it and used the drip dry. Drip dry, what it did with the beading of the water was amazing. So that was cool to just throw it in the musket, spray it on just like normal, and then, you know, rinse it off. That worked really well, and I think did a good job. It's going to rain all week this week, so honestly, maybe tonight. So I'm going to be curious how that finishes out, you know, with the, you know, with day-to-day stuff. Then we went in for the inner clean, cleaned up these seat covers of mine amazingly. So my daughter and I did that. That worked great. Tire shine, we'll go look at that again. Super nice, dark matte sheen, matte finish. Worked well there. And our grease attack, I use that on the tires. It probably, well, it says it's safe on all surfaces, so probably shouldn't have used 100%. It didn't hurt anything, I don't think, but did really well with that, and got the tires nice and clean. Glass cleaner, again, another item that worked really well. I'll be honest, I don't have any complaints with the kit, guys. It comes with 2 buckets, 2 grease, 2 dirt traps. You can see my son jumping up there to try to get his hands in the screen. The wash mitt is, you know, kind of the average wash mitt. It's good, but it's nothing that's like, oh my god, this is the best thing in the world. I love the microfibers. They are really nice. They do not stick to your fingers, and they're good. And the wash towel or the dry towel did really well. All in all, truly, guys, I'm impressed with this stuff. Discount code for you, 15% off. I was really, really impressed with all of it. For a full kit without a pressure washer, just using your garden hose with the quick release on the musket, I recommend it. I really do. Really good kit. And see you guys next week.